In karate, everything begins and finishes with breathing, just like in real life. When we're born, first thing that we do, we inhale, and the last thing, we're going to exhale. When we breathe consciously, then we're able to respond to challenging situation being relaxed. We respond with awareness, and then we respond appropriately. Unfortunately, stress immediately induces stress breathing. That signals body that we're in danger, and our breathing actually gets worse. So the most important thing is to realize how to be mindful and conscious of our breathing. Several elements are very, very important. First, we breathe through our nose. We breathe all the time through our nose, because then we're warming up the air that's getting through our nostrils down to our stomach and chest. And then we also utilizing a nitric oxide, the gas in our sinuses that helps expand our lungs. So it's very important to keep in mind breathing through our nose all the time. Second thing is breathing slowly. There are several types of breathing in karate, as you know, but the most important thing to remember is that usually inhalation is shorter than exhalation. Why is that important? When we exhale, we pushes, well, our diaphragm works really hard, so when we exhale, we keeping the concentration of carbon dioxide appropriate, then our oxygenation process is better. Even though we think when we inhale, the more frequently we inhale, we think that we actually getting more oxygen. Opposite is true. So focusing on exhalation is very, very important. The other thing is breathing slowly and rhythmically. We're activating the parasympathetic nervous system, branch of our nervous system that sends signal to our body that we need to relax. We want to be stress-free, and we want to use conscious breathing all the time. So then we can reduce the stress level and, as I said, respond appropriately to challenging situation. When we inhale, diaphragm goes down, pushes our abdominal organs, our chest expands, our lungs expands, air coming to the bottom part of our lungs. In addition to that, we stimulate the vagal nerve that sends signal that we need to be relaxed. More oxygen is getting inside, and then we can see things more clearly. Opposite is true. When we stress, we don't use our diaphragm. We start panting, either holding breath or breathe really heavily through our mouth. That is problematic because only upper part of our lungs are participating in oxygenation. So we want to use as much lungs as possible. Most of our lungs are situated in kind of lower part. When we breathe through our mouth, we only use this part. We use more muscles, we waste more energy, and less oxygen is getting to our brain cells, to our heart, muscles, and generally through our body. When we breathe slowly through our nose, our lungs expands and airways expands. When we breathe through our mouth, stress breathing sends signal to our lungs to constrict. So we actually start breathing laboriously more and having less oxygen available to our cells. We want to make sure when we breathe during the practice or combat or kumite or real life that we breathe silently. We don't want to give opponent chance to make us vulnerable. When we inhale, then we're sending a signal that we're vulnerable. Breathing through our nose slowly, rhythmically, will keep us calm in addition to deliver oxygen. So let's repeat a little bit of basic things and difference between conscious breathing and stress breathing. So conscious breathing means that we breathe through our nose. We inhale, and then we exhale, breathing out 1 to 6 approximately. So inhale is usually 1, 2, 3, 4 through the nose, and then exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are different techniques that you can use. In Qigong, when they talk about Qi, breathing is harnessing that Qi and distributing it. We inhale, exhale through our nose. Inhale again, exhale. Make sure when we inhale, the stomach goes out like a balloon. That draws in the more oxygen. Exhale. Another useful exercise is just mindfully following and being very conscious about nasal breathing. Inhale, palms in, exhale. Inhale again, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Conscious breathing is not just delivering more oxygen to our brain, to our muscle cells and heart and other organs, but also reducing the adrenaline-based sympathetic nervous system. So we relax, and then we can be more appropriate in executing our technique.